Welcome to MS Craftshop. In today's tutorial, I will guide you step by step through creating a heart-shaped mini photo album with the Roses Academy digital paper collection. This collection features a heart-shaped album page template, coordinated paper patterns for decorating, and creative extras. For a deeper dive into digital papers and the collection itself, check out my previous video where I also discuss the album in more detail. You can find the link in the video description. The album I'm presenting here serves as inspiration rather than a strict template. Feel free to personalize your album and decorate it in any style that appeals to you. I'll be sharing more ideas as the tutorial progresses. In this video, I will demonstrate a simple, convenient method for binding album pages with ring binders. However, ring binders are just one option. There are many ways to bind the album, and in future videos I will introduce different techniques so you can pick up the method that works best for you. Be sure to watch the video until the end for an extra announcement. You don't want to miss it. The Roses Academy digital paper collection comes in high-resolution, print-ready PDF format. The first sheet is a heart-shaped page template that lets you print the album's base directly onto your chosen paper. This template works perfectly on a range of paper colors, including white, ivory, blue, red, kraft, and even black. For this project, I selected 250 gram kraft paper, and the album will have 8 pages, including covers. You can easily adjust the number of pages to suit your preferences. This project involves a lot of cutting, which I know isn't everyone's favorite part of crafting. Personally, I find cutting to be a relaxing process. I like to put on headphones and listen to an audiobook or podcast, letting my mind drift as I work. Some crafters prefer a movie in the background, but I find visuals distracting. Find what works best for you. Don't be too hard on yourself when cutting out. Don't worry about achieving absolute perfection. Handmade projects are meant to have little quirks and unique touches. Any minor imperfections will likely go unnoticed once your album is decorated. Believe me, my pages aren't perfect either, and that's totally fine. The more you cut, the more comfortable and skilled you will become, and each page will look better than the last. Try cutting following the inner edge of the black line for the best results. If you are not confident in your cutting skills, try this simple trick. Print the page template, even on regular printer paper, and cut it out. Then use a pencil to trace the template onto your chosen album paper. Once you've cut out the pages, any pencil marks can be easily erased for a neat finish. If, however, you are still not satisfied with your cutting or find that the results aren't as neat as you would like, here's another creative solution. Use scissors to tear the edges of each page. This technique not only hides imperfections but also adds a unique artistic flair. In fact, the rougher, torn edges, the more character your album will have. Edge shading is another great way to hide small cutting imperfections. For this project, it's especially effective since the paper collection features a charming vintage style. Pages 2 through 17 of the collection feature a variety of papers for decorating the album's pages and covers. 4 sheets feature a wood design intended for decorating covers, while 12 additional sheets showcase elegant rose backgrounds for page decoration. However, the creative choices are yours. You decide the look of your album. You can decorate all the pages with a wood motif. If you prefer all the pages, including the covers, to be rose decorated, that's fine too. That's the beauty of digital paper. You can print your favorite designs as many times as you need and truly customize your album to your liking. The pages in the collection are numbered only for your convenience and organization. They are not meant to dictate which decorative page should be used for a specific album page. Feel free to mix and match the designs in any order that suits your creative vision. wonder if this step is really necessary, but I encourage you not to skip it. Cutting and attaching these small scraps doesn't take as long as it seems, and it serves an important purpose. It reinforces the left edge of the album, the area most affected by the binding rings. This extra layer helps protect against mechanical damage, and it adds an interesting touch to the decorative paper, fully highlighting the hardship on the page. You need to print 2 sheets featuring a wood motif for this step. One sheet will be used in full, while the second will be used only partially. Any leftover pieces can still be used in a project or saved for other creative uses. As I mentioned in my previous video, including translucent tracing paper is entirely optional. I personally enjoy adding it because it protects the decorations and lends a refined, delicate touch to the album. To add tracing paper, simply use the same process you followed when making the album pages. The final part of the Roses Academy digital paper collection is 11 sheets of extras. These include a variety of embellishments, both large and small, as well as tags, postcards and more. Before we dive into the details, let me remind you that this album is designed to fit photo size 10 by 15 cm, 9 by 13 cm, 10 by 10 cm and smaller. You can arrange your photos in various ways. You can either place your photos directly in the album without gluing them to mats, display them individually, or arrange several smaller images together to create unique collages. I personally enjoy using mats to create an elegant frame around each photo. For the best effect, the mats are typically half centimeter larger than the photo itself. I debated for a while whether to provide a step-by-step guide on decorating each page. I decided to simply show you how I created the pages in my black album and offer a few tips. My album features 6 pages, excluding the covers, each designed to showcase a single 9 by 13 cm photo. photomats are placed either horizontally or vertically. Around each mat, paper embellishments raised with 3D foam tape create multi-layered compositions. Behind the photomat, you will find an additional decorative element subtly peeking through. In scrapbooking and card making, the magic often lies in building up these layers, as each one enhances the next and contributes to a truly unique, eye-catching result. More isn't always better, as they say. Maintaining balance is key to an appealing layout. If you lean towards minimalism and feel that there is too much going on, your page can still look beautiful even without extra embellishments behind the mat. It's especially true when the paper design is rich in its own right. The amount of decoration should also be adjusted to the photo size. The larger the photo, the less space there is for extras. Carefully managing embellishments will help keep the focus on photos, preventing them from being overshadowed. If your priority is the photo itself, or if you're short on time, you can still achieve a stylish minimalist album by adding just 1 or 2 embellishments. Even with a simple approach, your layouts can be both elegant and meaningful. I hope these tips are helpful. Personally, I find decorating an album the most time-consuming part of the process. Do you feel the same way? Sometimes I experiment with different arrangements, and if I can decide, I set the page aside and return to it the next day with a fresh head. The bow serves as the main decorative feature on my album cover. I will show you how I made it and add a brief comment along the way. Before I decorated the cover with the bow, I first glued it onto the paper. I think this step is necessary because the cover is more prone to damage, and the additional layer of paper helps reinforce the bow. Additionally, the bow can be arranged in various ways on the cover, and regardless of the arrangement, it always looks good. As I promised at the beginning of the tutorial, I have an extra announcement for you. If you are unable to print the Roses Academy collection, but still like the idea of the project, I have created two separate templates for a page, one for the base and one for decoration. You can print these templates on regular printer paper, cut them out and use them as a trace for any paper collection in your stash. These two digital page template sheets are also available in my Etsy shop. You can find the link in the video description. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the project. Please share your thoughts in the comments and I will return soon with a presentation of a fully decorated album. I look forward to seeing you all again soon.